Welcome to Call the Pen LCS edition. We had some seemed like it was going to be some dominating games. It actually turned into some good games. We'll start off the Astros Rangers, and Framir just looks terrible. And I was watching some stuff on him, Steve, and his arm slot is much higher this year. Then I think it relates to him trying to throw more cutters and being a sinker guy. If I always heard if when you start going cutters, your sinker always disappears, which seems like it's happening. That's kind of why I always stayed away from cutters. Do you notice any of that?
No, I mean, maybe. I tried throwing a cutter my last year and didn't really work out in spring training, so I tried to go back to the sinker, and it was just so-so. But I guess never put it together. It makes sense. I will say this: when I'm more slider dominant, my sinker tends to fade away. I need to get more when I get more fastball dominant. Both actually play off each other a lot better. So there could be something to it.
It's what your natural pronation is.
Yeah, because you're thinking cut out of with a slider, anyways. I think cut out of my finger, and so yeah, if you keep just throwing slider, you're going to go against what you want to do with your sinker. To reinforce that. Maybe that's why we're also relievers, because a lot of starting pitchers typically don't have that problem. Maybe it crept up on Framber, but Nasty Nate didn't have an issue with it.
No, Nasty Nate does not throw much of a sinker. He throws a cutter, four seam.
No, he throws a cutter, four seam. It's true.
Little curveball in there.
His split, though, is a fairly new pitch, considering when I played with him, he was just fastball, curveball, no split at all. And that thing is nasty. Yeah.
I wonder when did he start throwing a split?
I don't know. I'm not sure. We should look into that. Maybe the Red Sox days, because he was really, he really turned it up with the Red Sox.
Yeah. But, it's too bad. Alvarez just did not give them a chance, but they still fought. You knew they would fight back. Their bullpen did the job. Their bullpen.
Valdez. Really, yeah. Man, it is tough because Framber's been so good, but obviously lately it's been a struggle. Wondering what they're going to do going forward if they have to use him again. But yeah, the bullpen showed up. Montero went 1 1/3. France, rookie, went 2 1/3. Shoved. 1 walk, but still looked good. And Abreu's Abreu. You know what you're going to get out of him and Presley.
Save their bullpen. They got to use their guys. Oh, they have a day off today, so it doesn't even
They have a day off. Yeah, they're good.
Well, they need to get in the game anyway, so that was good for them to get in the game.
Yep.
And the Rangers bullpen, I don't care what anyone says, it still scares the crap out of me. I know they're getting it done. They're still playing with fire.
They are.
There's going to be a blow up.
Other than the homer that was given up in was it the 8th inning?
8th inning.
Yeah. They held it together. I mean, the homer was you disagree with me. Chapman I thought he threw a decent slider down and away. You said it was up a little bit. I have it in the bottom quadrant there, but agree to disagree. Regardless,
the guy's 7 feet tall with extremely long arms. It's not down enough. He just scooped it.
Yeah.
He hooked it and hit 1,000,000 miles an hour in the right field seats. Like, obviously it's not low enough.
I was telling Kintz before the show that I think the best slider to him, other than the sweeper off the plate, is the backup whoopsies that stays in on his hands and ties him up a little bit, expecting it to break across and with his long arms. Yeah, maybe just throw a mistake slider.
Best pitch ever, pop up every time, or a swing and a miss.
Mm-hmm. Spores looked good yesterday, though. And Leclerc came in. It was a little sketchy at first, but he settled down and looked nice in the last inning.
Yeah, he's done that since he's been coming. I'm sure he wasn't ready to come in the 8th with waiting for the 9th.
Yeah,
but they're getting the job done. Their offense is impressive. They have great at bats. Really good at bat. They're just as deep as the Phillies.
I was just gonna say that them and the Phillies they're looking pretty even on the offensive side. Phillies
left off today.
Yeah.
And when tomorrow, so we'll talk about them another time. So let's move over to that Phillies Diamondbacks.
Yep.
Started off as this might be a blowout, but then D-backs fought, and that's what I feel like this might be more of a series than people think. If they would have lost 4-1, 5-1, and be like, oh, this series is just gonna be easy, but 5-3, and they got most of the runs off Wheeler.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. When Perdomo hit that 2-run bomb, it's almost like, oh, everyone was like,
Yeah.
oh, okay. Like they were like everyone was partying 5-0, and then wow. I mean, it got interesting after that. You know, they narrowed it down a little bit, 5-3, but at the end of the day, man, Philly's just too strong. In fact, I think Philly's kind of fortunate to come out of that with a win. They left 7 runners on base last night.
The Phillies?
Yeah, left 7 runners on base. You know, it looked like a utter domination, but like it slowed down, got a little sketchy there for a minute. If the bullpen didn't pick them up at the end, it would have been, you know, even it would have.
Dominguez threw the ball in the center field, so make it 1st and 3rd, no outs. The fact that they got out of that with 1 is a blessing. I thought that was where the series was going to turn.
Yeah, yeah, that's same here. I mean that was a tailor-made double play ball, but hey, we've all been there before. It's the worst at throwing a second.
Ball in the center field. Some of us are much better athletes.
Not even in PFPs in spring training.
Maybe in spring.
That's what it looked like. I got hardcore spring training flashbacks when I saw like the reverse angle from like the outfield, like beyond second, and he just launches it in the center field. I'm like, I've seen that before, like 100 times in spring training. Do it again. Unfortunately, in the playoffs, you don't get that opportunity.
Everyone's staring at you, laughing, or if you're the rookie doing it, and you're just like, "Oh my god, it's so embarrassing."
Yep. That's the best thing, though. If you're embarrassed and now you're scared, everyone, they think I'm, such a loser. Like, oh, you got to do it again. See what you're made of.
The middle infielder thinks you suck. You're just like, is it really? Just throw it to me. How hard is it?
Or the 75-year-old like infield coach that they have there, just filling in, beating them up.
Oh my god! One spring training, we had Tom Kelly, the legendary manager for the Twins, was running spring training, and this guy is the Hitler of freaking PFPs and infield practice. Like, if you don't catch it right, he stops all practice, and he would be all over you if you just did not do. I was so nervous, and I was like a veteran. I was so nervous to mess up. And one time I covered first, I didn't stretch properly to catch the ball, and he stopped all practice, comes over, puts his hand on my shoulder, and just embarrasses me in front of everybody. I just ran over and caught the ball, but I didn't catch it properly.
That's awesome. Those old school guys will get you, dude. They're out for blood. Back in my day, I used to do this barefoot in 3 feet of snow.
So, but for tonight's game, I mean, I'm not so sold on the Phillies right now. I like to fight. The D-backs fought. They had some good at-bats. They had to go Alvarado 1+, but he still only threw 15 pitches. So they're still the bullpen's still in a good spot. I don't. Craig doesn't look good to me. He only has 2 strikeouts in the playoffs. So if Craig's not striking everybody out, he's playing with fire too. So I don't know. I mean, Diffie. I think it's Alvarado or nothing.
Yeah, Merrill Kelly's looked pretty good. He hasn't given up a run in this postseason.
No, so I was looking at it.
Pretty sure.
Merrill Kelly against the Phillies. They've had a 59 at-bats total, but Trey Turner has 21 of them. They got 17 hits. Trey Turner has 9 of them. Trey Turner has 6 RBIs against them. So as a team, hopefully 288 against Merrill Kelly, but it's all Trey Turner. They have 1 home run as a team against them, and that's JT Realmuto.
Yeah, but he's also pitching at the bank.
He did just pitch at Dodger Stadium, though, and shoved.
That is true. Is Dodger Stadium a different animal than Philly right now?
No, I mean, sometimes Dodger Stadium feels like it is 50,000 to 1, but they literally shut that crowd up in the first inning by scoring 5. So,
touche.
I don't know, the bank, they're always, it's right on you. You feel the fans are much closer. No one's sitting down. I feel like it'd be exhausting being a fan there.
So you think D-backs are going to win? It'd be exhausting, no doubt.
Yeah. I'm exhausted at the Raiders game. We got to stand up for every 3rd down.
Well, the bank had a decibel level of like 111 or something like that. I think it is some sort of record. I don't know.
I feel like
So
that's as loud as it was when they booed me a couple years ago.
probably the place gets rowdy. Like it is awesome. So I can imagine playoff baseball there. Anyways, that being said, I don't think Merrill can beat Aaron Nola tonight in that
So
atmosphere.
let's look at. I never say I'll bet against Nola at home ever.
You did
Well,
say
I'm
that.
looking at Nola against the D-backs career. They also have 55 at bats, 14 hits, 1 home run from Marte, 8 RBIs, only 1 walk on that whole team. So he's not.
Hmm.
I mean, and they struck out 15 times as a team, hitting 255, 650 OPS compared to 795 OPS the Phillies against Merrill Kelly. So I'm
Yeah, I
gonna.
wonder how they're gonna. I wonder they're gonna stack this lineup. If it's gonna be the same lineup as they faced Wheeler, right? So you go
I
left,
mean,
left, right, 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 left, right, left.
they go left, right, left.
And
Schwarber.
I mean, this is gonna sound dumb, but Carroll and Marte, I think, would be the biggest damage for him. Obviously, with a
Oh, you're
sinker
talking about
baller.
against
So
Nola.
they, yes, against Nola. Sorry, if he gets through those two guys, the rest of the lineup is going to be fine, in my opinion. But the guys on base coming into the front of the lineup, that's when he's could get in trouble.
If Corbin, the thing is, last game Nola was slide stepping, which I don't think that's the best thing for him, but he did work against the Braves. This team's a little, besides Acuna, obviously, but this team's a little better base running. If they get guys on, I'm interested to see because his stuff will flatten out if he has to start slide stepping.
Mm-hmm.
But Corbin Carroll is 1 for 6 career against him.
Yeah, he's slow to the plate. You're right.
He's extremely slow, but he was slide stepping against the Braves. There's not a lot of track record here. 9 at bats. Tommy Pham has 9 at bats. They own Tommy Pham.
Tommy Pham's is a good sinker ball hitter, though.
No, he's a terrible single ball hitter. That was our scouting
No,
report against him. 2-seamers in off the plate eats him up alive. If it's down,
in
it has
in
to
off
be
the
above the
plate,
thigh line.
but the leak back is what I'm concerned about.
Oh yeah, the leak back. Yeah,
He
but they don't.
kills the leak back. Okay.
I remember the scouting report when we played him. We were just all about just crushing 2-seamers in above the
In
thigh
on his
line on
hands.
him. Yeah,
Above
he
the thigh
came
line.
right
All
off
right,
the
so
bat.
he's got to stay up. Yep.
But I mean, the over under on this game is 7.5 runs. I don't. Phillies would have to score 6 of them. Are you taking your kids bothering you again, Steve?
No, I'm thinking over here. Yeah, I'm taking the Phillies.
Yeah, I mean 795 OPS as a team against Merrill Kelly.
Is that good?
Yeah, I think so. D-backs didn't hardly use any of their bullpen guys yesterday, so they're good to go.
See, that's what I was thinking of. They used, and they're the guys they used yesterday are good, but they didn't use their big dogs yesterday either. They're going to be fresh, but the thing is, I mean, the Phillies they're going to use this. They're going to use the same. They're going to roll out the same guys as they did yesterday, unless they have to pull Nola out early for some reason, and do some matchup stuff. But at the end of the day, I think Nola's going to go 6. And it could be Sir Anthony, Alvarado if Sir Anthony gets in trouble again, and then Craig.
Yeah, I've been saying I would not go against Nola at home.
Can't do it.
Ever.
So it's settled. Phillies.
Yeah. With interesting drama against Craig in the 9th.
Craig's going to shove in the 9th.
Craig looks bad.
He's going to undo his man bun. The crowd's going to go nuts.
Yeah, oh, Craig, get rid of the hair. What's happening?
Hey, it's working, man. Whatever works.
So he's got 4 innings, 2 punchies, lots of hard contact.
That was a good way to end the game yesterday too. Hard hit ball, the third double play, boom, boom. Fans go bananas.
Bohm, who used to be very sketchy at third. So, but Craig,
remember he loves playing in Philly.
He loves it there. So we go Phillies with some late inning drama, pull it off. I don't see a lot of runs scored in this game because neither team has a lot of. I mean, Trey Turner has most damage against Merrill Kelly though. Like I just said, he had 9 hits and 26 at bats against them.
6-2 Phillies.
6-2. So you got the over on the 7.5 run line.
Yes.
There's just not much damage. I'm just looking. Bryce is 0 for 5, 1 hit. No strikeouts though.
Yeah, but what was the damage on? Oh my gosh, I can't think right now. What's his face yesterday?
See how the Phillies are going to score all these runs.
Home runs.
Castellanos had 2 punches.
They're hitting bombs left and right.
He is 0 for 3 with 2 punchies. Bryce 1 for 5, 1 no punchies, 1 walk. Marsh 0 for 2.
Listen, Gallen should have given up 20 runs yesterday.
Yeah, he was, nervous.
He did not look well. I think his stuff was fine. He's just they were all over him.
Out there, starts pitching.
It's crazy, right? But he's good. Like he's sneaky good.
He is good, really good. With a nasty changeup. One of the best pitches in baseball is his changeup.
Yep. I'm telling you, man. I think he's gonna get smacked. I think he's a great pitcher, but he's going into Philly with what they have going on right now. Those guys can't be stopped. The offense, and I guess they can be because they left 7 runners on base. But they took Gallen out of the game. I can't believe Gallen actually lasted as long as he did. He escaped death every single inning.
Yeah, Wheeler
and
only
he's
went
awesome.
81 pitches, by the way.
I know, but he was just every inning he's fighting for his life, dude.
Yeah.
And what's impressive to me about Gallen in that situation is he got out of all those innings. I mean, he gave up runs, but he gave up 5. It could have been so much worse, and it didn't even look like it fazed him. I'm sure inside he was like pissed as all get out, but his demeanor stayed the same. He's just nope. He just kept getting after it.
Yeah, kept attacking. I mean, 3 solo homers. You normally don't think you're going to lose on solo, but 3 of them's tough in that place against Wheeler.
He gave up 8 hits though, which isn't like him. 3 bombs.
That's that lineup that's relentless. But
that's what I'm saying.
But Merrill Kelly has the equalizer. He's got the cutter changeup combination. His changeup's better than almost anyone else in the game.
Yep. All right.
Equalizer on Bryce and Schwarber. Schwarber's not bad against changeups, but I got this being a low scoring game. I'm still saying Nola wins, but I don't think there's much action going on. Unless Trey Turner does all the damage because he's the only one that has all the hits against them. 3 doubles, 6 RBIs, 3 walks, 3 punchies, 9 hits.
Well, I mean, Trey's going to be hitting second, so
with nobody Schwarber's going to be out every time.
Unless he walks or hits a homer.
Yeah. Oh my gosh! How about yesterday to lead off the game, first inning for Schwarber
Tank.
with a just missile.
Yeah.
The game's over when that happens. The bank's losing their mind. It's just over.
Burger, man, he's the best. I'd want him in my lineup. I don't care what he's hitting right now. He's so dangerous.
Yeah, he is. Such a good dude.
Yeah.
Not the best outfielder. Such a good dude. Remember when Lester
so critical.
Remember the ball would be hit to Schwarber and he caught it? Lester would be like so happy that he actually caught the ball. And he would always be so scared of like, I think John hates me. I'm so scared when John pitches, I'm gonna mess it up. Those were good times. All right, here we go.
All right, so I'm taking the over on the 7. You're taking the under on the 7. But
I'm taking the under on the 7. You're on the over. I don't see where the damage is, and I think the D-backs get their bullpen in there early if they can, and keep the game close. And Craig creates the drama.
All right.
We'll see what happens. We'll give you a talk tomorrow.
All right, dude.